October 16th, Global Studios, employee area. Nick! This is where they do all the behind-the-scenes stuff. Hey, look! There's Power's dressing room. No one's here this soon after the murder, I guess. Let's take a look around.
Window into the dressing room. The glass is frosted, so I can't see inside. There's a sign by the dressing room door. Will Powers. It must be neat to be the star and have your own room like this.
Except it's taped to the wall and not really professional looking.
Let's see. Cola, candy, chips, gum. Huh. It's so normal. I was expecting some cool theme snacks or something. Popcorn at least.
Well, wait! Look! Samurai soda! Nick, try this.
Ladies first. That must be the storage room. It's where they keep all the film equipment.
Wow, Nick, you know a lot about the industry.
What else would they keep in a film studio?
What about the unfinished meal? No?
No.
Nothing there?
Nothing yet. The remains of yesterday's lunch are scattered around. Everyone was probably too shocked to clean up. There's a T-bone on one of the plates, minus the steak.
T-bone steak. That would have hit the spot.
Just had a burger.
Yeah, but I have a second stomach just for steaks.
What? Speaking of.
Wait. Why is there an open grate?
Why is there a bicycle? Looks like one of those electric-powered bicycles. I don't know about these. I mean, what's the point?
It makes it a lot easier to go up hills.
Don't people cycle to get exercise? There's a half-finished backdrop for a stage here. Looks like a castle. Probably in the old Tokyo castle. As somebody that's biked up a fair number of hills, being able, like, machine-assisted ascents up hills would be kind of nice, actually.
That looks suspicious.
The grate that used to cover the drain. It's a little bent. I don't think it would fit if I tried to put it back on. The metal grate on the drain here has been taken off. It's a pretty big drain. Kid could fit through here, I bet.
Yeah, if you snuck in that way, you wouldn't have to pay at the gate.
Well, if you want to leave that way, be my guest.
Right. Hey, I'm not a kid. Wait, you're not going to go in the dressing? Oh, you are going in the dressing room. The dressing room.
Powers' dressing room. So this is where he was sleeping. Or at least this is where he claims he was sleeping.
No one actually saw him taking a nap here, did they?
Right. And there's a picture of him near the crime scene. Hope he's telling the truth, for his sake. There's a bunch of snacks on the table. We must give these to the employees. Some tea and cookies?
Nick, I'm hungry.
You just had a burger.
Yeah, but I have a separate stomach for sweets. Sorry, I was about to say tweets.
How many stomachs does this girl have?
This must be Power's bag.
Hey, don't open that.
Look.
An employee card key. That must be Powers's. This is Studio 1.
Let's take it, Nick.
Borrow it. You mean borrow.
Card key for studio employees. Grants entry to Studio 1.
There's a vast array of cosmetics here.
Oh! This is the wig he used in Samurai Boogie Woogie. Nick, try this on.
No. And how can you tell the name of a show just by looking at a wig?
I, kind of like samurai movies.
Kinda. They always have mirrors like this in dressing rooms. I see my hair is still nice and spiky, just how I like it. There's some regular suits in among the costumes here. Must be his own clothes.
It'd be fun to wear one of these costumes.
I'd say you're already wearing one myself.
Oh yeah, it is very similar to the time period, isn't it?
It's locked. Looks like he doesn't open his window much. I guess it's kind of dusty outside. Looks like someone was sleeping here. Maybe Powers did take a nap here yesterday.
Was there anything with the tissues? Or... Oh, I I wonder what else is inside Power's bag.
Stop that. My partner, the thief in training.
Really?
Nope, nothing with the tissues. Nope.
There was something hovering over it, or was that going to do the mirror?
Yeah. But if it's got a check mark over it, then...
Then you've already seen it.
Yep.
Okay. Can you look to the left of the room? Or
Nope.
is it just, this is the room?
This is just the room.
Okay. Well, that got us the key card.
Let's see. Outside Studio 1. Examine.
Let's go to Studio 1.
Entrance to Studio 1. This is a studio where they found Jack Hammer's body.
Let's go in and check it out, Nick.
Wonder if this card key we borrowed from the dressing room will work. It opens.
All right. We're in.
She's way too happy for someone visiting a crime scene. Dear Gumshoe.
Studio 1.
What is it?
Mm.
You're real quiet all of a sudden.
Doesn't it give you the shivers, Nick? That white tape. It's so real.
Well, the evil magistrate did die here. And the steel samurai killed him. The murder weapon was the samurai spear. Sounds pretty real to me. They outlined where Jack Hammer's body lay with the tape. His body was found still inside the evil magistrate costume. I guess that's why the head part looks like a helmet.
Yep.
Funny. I expected a spear stabbing wound would at least leave a few bloodstains. Guess the costume must have absorbed most of it.
What's this?
That's for reflecting light. They call it a reflecting screen or something like that. The assistant holds it during filming.
Huh.
What? Where's your enthusiasm for all things entertainment?
Well, lighting is fine, but I'd want to be the director. Or maybe the Steel Samurai.
I think she's being serious.
Hey, look! That's the chair the director sits in. I've always wanted to sit in one of these. Hey, Nick, take a look at that. One of those black and white boards they clap at the start of filming. And look, a megaphone! A real live megaphone. Ready, Nick? Action!
This girl is more trouble than I thought.
Look, a ladder.
That's a stepladder.
So, what's the difference? You need to stop judging things based on narrow-minded cultural assumptions, Nick.
Right. Sorry. This girl's out there.
Was that... Did you take a look at the box over there? Like a bento box or something?
This thing? It was the mirror.
Oh, okay. The mirror was over there.
Yep.
Do you want to see what the 1, 2, and the 3 are?
Just let me just keep going the rounds, because we see all of them anyway.
Wow! Look at that camera! It must cost a ton.
Yeah, so don't touch it.
Whoa, it's heavier than I thought. I think it's a guy.
Hey, you! No touching that!
Or wait.
Nope.
No, is it a young girl?
Sorry, my partner's kinda, you know.
You know? No, I don't know.
Who are you?
Who? Me? I'm an assistant here. I help with props and stuff. Moving them around, ordering new ones, etc. We're lawyers representing Mr. William Powers. Oh, you're WP's people. WP? Oh, Will Powers. WP, I get it. I don't envy you guys one bit. But do what you can for WP, okay? He'd never hurt a fly. He has to be innocent. Don't worry. Leave it to us.
Day of the crime. Could you tell me anything about the day of the murder?
Yes. I was in the studio the whole day. I was the only assistant on staff that day, you see. Only one assistant? Yes, well, the studio isn't doing so well right now. And yesterday was the only rehearsal for our action sequences. Oh, I see. Oh, look, they even have the old lady fawning over him.
Mm-hmm.
In the morning, we went through the action sequences in the employee area. WP and Hammer were there, along with everyone else. The employee area. That's where... Oh, that's
the
you.
The employee area. That's where Powers' dressing room is, right?
Yes, that's the place. After eating lunch there, Mr. Hammer went to Studio 1. Then I saw WP go into his dressing room. Oh, then. So she did see him go into the dressing room.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't see either of them after that.
Well, Powers. Did you know that Mr. Powers was sleeping in his room?
No. I wouldn't go in there unless I had some urgent message for him. I mean, it's his private... What kind of girl do you think I am?
What kind? No. I'm sure you're a fine girl. Sorry. So much for getting a confirmation of Powers' alibi.
What do we do, Nick? We haven't found anything. If WP was the only one who came into the studio, then he has to be the killer. They even have a photograph. Sorry, I know you're busy.
Not really.
Actually, there's been something bothering me. Aha! That's what I'm talking about. A clue! A lead! Well, I don't know about that, but that day, just after noon, I sensed someone was here.
You sensed?
Yes, several times.
Some other studio employees, maybe.
No, I don't think so. The only thing we had scheduled was an action scene run-through. I was the only assistant here that day. I have a feeling it was someone from outside.
Really?
But wait, if someone had come in here, wouldn't that security lady have noticed them?
Yeah, you're right.
I'm sorry I don't have any better information than that. No, thanks. That helps us a lot. Anything helps. Let's go put that security lady on the spot.
Do you sense that someone other than the regular film crew was in the studio?
Yes, I think.
I think doesn't cut it as in a witness testimony.
Nick, what about that security lady? If someone else came into the studio, she must have seen them. Can you look at the place where the body was? Or are you...
We did.
Oh, we did already?
Yeah.
Oh, that's when she commented about him being there?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, she's doing the whole camera must have cost a ton thing.
Oh, that was weird.
It just repeated again, but the girl didn't interrupt.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Because the magnifying glass just didn't have the check mark on it.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like a backdrop for a stage. It's supposed to be used in the Steel Samurai show.
Of course! That's the mountain, Neo Fujiyama.
Doesn't the Steel Samurai take place in Old Tokyo? Can you even see Mount Fuji from there?
Not Old Tokyo, Nick. Neo Old Tokyo.
Oh, right.
I think someone slipped through that grate. What do you think?
Yes.
But they said it was a child. A child wouldn't be able
So
to...
I think a witness was in the studio. They wanted to watch the filming or like get an autograph or whatever. They went through the gate, and then somebody just waltzed in the Steel Samurai outfit and kills the guy.
Mm-hmm. But Maybe. It would have to be someone from within the studio.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the main gate. What? You're still here? Really? You look as though you've seen a ghost.
You might as well be one, lady. Spooky as hell.
What? I saw that suspicious look on your face.
I wanted to ask you again about yesterday. You came here at 1 p.m., correct? And the estimated time of Hammer's death was 2:30. Are you sure that Powers is the only one to go through here between those times?
Sure as can be. But we have a witness who thinks that there was someone from outside here that day. What? Are you absolutely sure that you were watching the whole time? Ma'am? Who was it? Who told you that? Who dares question me? Eek. All right, you better tell me quick, you spiky-haired cretin. Someone's been complaining about the work I do, eh? We were just talking to the assistant in Studio 1. She's not even a full-time employee. Oh, you young'uns are like that nowadays. Tomorrow will be one thing and another, and when I was young, a thing or two about respecting your elders. A shame on the youth these days.
She left.
Well, Nick, this is our chance to do what we can do without her looking over our shoulders.
The computer that runs the studio security cameras.
What's up with the bird noises?
I don't know.
They're so weird. Nick, maybe we can see that photo of Powers with his computer.
Yeah, maybe. Should I try the computer? Try it. Okay, let's give it a try.
You know how to work these things, Nick?
Looks like I just have to enter in a few numbers. Let's see.
Oh yeah, right.
Let's see. First, I needed the date of the murder. So the camera turned on at 1 p.m. that day. 1. And the security lady arrived at the guard station. Please enter the number of the security camera.
Oh, wasn't it 307?
Yeah. There. Entered.
Hey, it printed out the data for that day.
Let's see what we got. It doesn't fit in the costume.
Yeah, the legs on that are really, really long.
Huh?
How is this a picture of Will Powers?
Well, he's the one who always wears that suit. I guess that's why the security lady thought it was him.
I don't imagine the detective was very happy with this photo as evidence. Something's printed on the back.
Huh? October 15th, 2 p.m. Photo number 2.
What does that mean? So there was a photo number 1.
Maybe there's more photo data from that day.
Nope, that's the only one from in the computer.
Powers' photo added to the court record.
Hey, Nick! Can't we use this photo as evidence for the trial?
Yeah.
We'll put that security lady in her place with this.
Right, we'll put her in her place.
Hey, that's what I said. Anyway, let's show her this photo and see what she says.
Wait, let's not.
Why not?
It's never a good idea to reveal your hand to the enemy too soon.
Nick, you're craftier than I gave you credit for. Why, you could be the next evil magistrate.
Hey, why do I have to be the villain?
Relax, it was just a joke. So, are we done for today?
I think this photo is what we needed for the trial. Still, it'd be better if we had some idea of who the real killer was. Maybe it really is that security lady.
To be continued.
So I think we'll get through the first day of trials and then we'll pause.
Doing old lady voice is a real, like, throat killer.
I disagree. It's not so bad. You just have to get used to it. A little more.
I think the reason why you're able to do it is because you're just using head voice, whereas I'm using gravel.
Well, then gravel less and lilt more.
You might be setting off, like, one of the neighbor dogs or something.
I don't think we are.
October 18th, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 4.
Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth. Your opening statement, please. The prosecution will show that the court that at 2:30 p.m. on October 15th, the defendant, Mr. Will Powers, killed fellow actor Jack Hammer in Studio 1 of Global Studios. It's impossible for anyone else to have committed this heinous crime. The evidence presented during the trial will all point to this fact. Huh, I see. Very well. I would like to move on to some testimony. Mr. Edgeworth, the prosecution may call its first witness. Very well. I call a most familiar face, Detective Gumshoe, to the stand.
Sorry about the water bottle.
Detective, if you would briefly describe this case to the court. Well, you know, he always looks a little shell-shocked. Like, why am I here? Yes, sir, I'll explain with the guide map here. To understand this case, it's important to grasp the layout of the studio, see? This here's the employee area. The actors did a run-through of their action scenes during the morning here. This is the main gate to the studios. The security lady that works at the studios was here that day. Here at 1 p.m. on that day. Past the security station, there's a gate, see? Past that are the studios. And here it is, Studio 1. This is the scene of the murder where the body was found. Now, on the day of the murder, October 15th, there were only 3 people here. The victim, Jack Hammer, the defendant, Will Powers, and a young woman, the production assistant. All the production staff were in the employee area until noon. Then after lunch, the victim, Jack Hammer, went to Studio 1. But after that, at 1 p.m., the security lady got to the guard station. Now jump ahead later on that day, 5 p.m., the production staff came to Studio 1 to perform a rehearsal. Needless to say, the rehearsal was cancelled. The time of death was 2:30 p.m. The samurai spear found lodged in the victim's chest was the murder weapon. That's the case in brief. Anyone like to hear that again? Huh. I listen to the whole thing again. Listen again? A save? Not that it matters.
Isn't it the same?
I don't know if we can do objection. Can you go over that again? I should have known it would be you, pal. Fine. Once more for the mentally challenged lawyer. Yeah, live it up while you can, Gumshoe. Okay.
Yeah, so they were acting out their scene. The lady got to the gate at 1.
Yeah, so I can't do objection.
But the victim was killed at 2:30. And at around noon he went there?
Yeah.
So,
It's
whoever
just the
it was
same
slipped in before she got there, because she didn't see anyone pass. It was the camera that saw someone pass.
But the murder weapon was a spear. How medieval! Your Honor, this case is quite simple if you ask one question. That question is, what did the security guard... What did the security lady at the guard station see? Understood. Let's call the security lady officer to the stand. Will the witness declare her name?
My, aren't you a handsome fellow? I'm afraid I'm a bit flustered.
Your name, please.
Oh, dearie, no need for you to be embarrassed. Just call me Grandma.
Your name, please. Seems Edgeworth has a bit of trouble getting his witnesses to say their names.
Wendy Oldbag, dearie. But just call me Grandma, for when I was young, I was an old bag, and still how the other children would make fun of me. Believe it, there was this boy, the captain of chess, and he called me an old bag, well, and I cried, and...
Objection. I object to the witness's talkativeness. Objection sustained. The witness will refrain from rambling on the stand.
I was just getting to the good part, dearie.
Perhaps we can get to the testimony. Now the witness was stationed at the main gate on the day of the murder, correct?
Yesy, I was.
And to get to the scene of the murder, someone would have to pass by you.
You know your stuff, dearie.
Huh. You may begin your testimony. She sure is one hell of an old bag.
Witness testimony. On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 p.m. Poor old Hammer and the rest had been doing a run-through there since the morning. I had some errands to run that morning. Anyway, it was 1 when I got to the guard station. I was at the main gate from then until 5. Now, the murder happened at 2:30 p.m., right? Interesting to me, because a certain man walked right by me at 2 p.m. It was Powers, the man right there, and he was heading toward the studio.
You saw the defendant, then. Very well, let's begin cross-examination, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Okay, day of the murder arrived. Poor old Hammer.
What errands was she running?
Yep.
I'm curious about the errands.
What kind of errands?
Oh, well, you know.
Answer the question.
Actually, I was watching poor Hammer and Powers, observing, you know.
Observing? Weren't you supposed to be at the guard station?
Whippersnapper, I told you I locked the gate, didn't I? I did my job.
I'm not sure your boss would see it that way.
Anyway, I always watch Hammer's runs through. Always. I've never missed one in all my years. Wow. I want to see a Steel Samurai run through too.
You could quit being a spirit medium and take up guard duty.
Not a bad idea.
Did you see the victim then?
Did I see poor Hammer? Nope. He'd already gone to the studio before I got back to the guard station.
Tell us what happened next. Let's see, don't need that one. Murder happened at 2:30, right? Okay, this is the one. 2 p.m., you're sure?
Sure as spit.
Wow, who was the man?
Really, you should try not to get so excited at your age. You might strain something.
Ah!
No, don't get your skivvies on a bunch. I'll tell you who it was.
How do you know I'm not wearing any pants?
Okay, do that.
So, you saw Mr. Powers.
That's what I said. Got wax in your ears, Sonny? Nick, this is your chance.
Yeah, time to pull out the secret weapon.
I'll say it again. It was him.